Hello guys, and in this video I'm going to try and make a helicopter in Roblox. Just be aware, it might not work the first time. I'm going to make a few videos on this, because making a helicopter in Roblox takes a great deal of effort, just like making a mech walker. Making a simple mech walker isn't very hard. You can just Google a picture, I'm pretty sure. But the one mech walker I saw a guy make is like really simple. You just like wire some legs together and hook them to wheels, just like making a car. And the wheels spin the legs, and when you turn the car, just like you would like a normal Roblox car, it turns the legs. But making like a big commander walker takes a lot of effort and like understanding of gears or whatever. But the reason it might be pretty hard to make this helicopter here, now I'll get started, is that it requires, shifting forces. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to make a car. So we're going to add a block like always, the J tool over here. On your toolbar it has a little J and it has a plus sign. So I got my block down here. The first thing we need to figure out is how to get a vehicle seat to spin an upright hinge. Because a lot of times, for some reason, vehicle seats will only tell hinges that are on the sides of the base of your vehicle what to do. And I'll show you what that is and what I mean by that here in a second once I'm done getting the base of my helicopter all set up for me. So I'm going to get my increments at 0.0001, 3 zeros after the point, and how I'm doing that and what tool I'm doing that in is the resize tool. Resize tool is the X tool on your toolbar, and the increments over here on your left. So now I have my base of my helicopter all set up here, but I'm going to show you what I mean by the car seat only telling hinges on its sides what to do. Oh my. Looks like we have a friend coming to visit, just someone random. Oh, he's gone. Left before I could even say sup, man. Okay. Let me go ahead and add a vehicle seat. How you add a vehicle seat is the plus sign over there on your toolbar, and you go over to the left, and you go ahead and you select it from this part type list. We're going to go ahead and get our vehicle seat, smack it on here. We go ahead and sit. Yep, see? Looks pretty nice, right? Now I'm going to go ahead and add a cylinder, same way I added a vehicle seat. And this is going to be our wheel. And I'm going to go ahead and paint everything, and the paint tool is the V tool. It looks like a little paint bucket over here. And I'm going to paint the base of the vehicle an annoying purple, and then the seat maybe like a sharp red so it stands out. I'm going to change the base of the vehicle, maybe try and calm down the color a little bit. Same with my seat. The reason we color everything is so you can tell the difference between everything. And then now we got this green, not green. That's a pink, guys. This is not green. That's green. That's brown. This is some sort of pink. Okay? Just remember, when you're doing math, 1 is 1 and 2 is 2, okay? Don't get your 1s and 2s mixed up. So, now we're going to add a hinge to this side of your cylinder and this side of your cylinder. And how you add that is you go to your B tool, which is a cube, on your building tool toolbar, and you click on whatever side you want to add it to. You go to the left side, and you click hinge. And as you can see, my thing messed up and put hinges everywhere, so all you do if you get a mistake like what I did is you hit Control Z, and it goes away. Just double click the side you want to add to, and as you can see over here on the left side of my screen, you can see how left popped up inside. And now I'm going to go to type and click hinge again. And now you can see it only popped up on one side. It's a good thing I made a mistake the first time, just in case you guys make a mistake. Now I'm going to do the same thing over on this side, and as you can see, right popped up in the side menu, smooth popped up in the type menu, and now I click hinge. Now, our wheel is almost ready. We just make sure in our size tool that both is turned on so it resizes really nicely. And if yours isn't resizing really nicely, remember to set increment to 0.0001. And now we just got to put our wheel on our car. As you can see in my move tool, which is the Z tool or the cross tool on your toolbar, my increments aren't set up right, just like in my size tool. And I set them properly down there. You can see it. I'll leave it on screen there for a second. And now I'm going to adjust the position of my wheel so it sticks to the base of my car properly. Because it's not quite a helicopter yet. Now, I have two wheels here, and I'm going to copy them over to the other side. And how you copy again is Shift-C, and then you just use your Move tool to move the copy. And now I'm going to stick these wheels on. And what I'm going to show you here is how Roblox finds these hinges. So basically, if you don't have hinges on a wheel, and I'll happily show you that on a copy of my car. So, if I weld this, and you always have to weld the brown part to the green part, so let me go ahead and do that. And the weld tool is this little chain over here on your toolbar. And you always say weld to last. And then, when you're getting ready to make your car work, you unanchor everything. But I'm going to show you guys what happens if you don't have hinges on your wheels. So I'm going to go into this one wheel here, which I'm going to paint blue. And I'm going to remove all the hinges. So I'm going to set it all smooth. And this is just an example for you guys. You don't have to do this on your car. And I'm going to unanchor it all. And now you'll see how this one wheel is going to fall off. Oh wow, it didn't fall off. What the? Why didn't it fall off? You're like, wasn't it supposed to fall off? Yeah, it was supposed to fall off, wasn't it? It says all smooth. Apparently, Roblox decided to get smart and defy its own physics. Here, wait, we're going to remove... Yeah, what the? Look, there's no hinge on the wheel, but the wheel was sticking to the car. If it drives and the wheel doesn't fall... Yeah, okay, no, good. So, it worked. So, basically, as you can see, this wheel has no hinges on it, so it doesn't stick to the car. But you can see that wheels with these little yellow cylinders in them, which is what the hinges are, stick to the car. And if I go back here, I should be able to go back in Roblox program. Yeah. And then unanchor this. It might explode. Nope. You can see how the wheel falls loose because it doesn't have one of those little yellow things on it, and the name of that yellow thing is a hinge. And now you can see how the wheels that stayed on, because they have hinges, hinge. Now, something important to understand about Roblox hinges is, for some reason, if you have a vehicle seat, say on the top of the car, the hinges on these sides of the car will move, but say if I put a wheel on top of this car, then it won't. And I'll show you that right now. So remember, if you want to make something move in Roblox, it has to have a hinge. Or you have to design it like how I showed you in the big car video. You have to design your own hinges, which is extremely complicated. I'll make more videos about that later. So now I'm going to show you what happens if I put just one wheel up here and color it differently. Because Roblox has extreme amounts of trouble finding wheels that aren't on the sides from the vehicle seat. And you should always make something that you want to see spinning fabric. It just makes it easier. So like if I make these fabric, we should be able to see them spinning easier. And now always remember once again to weld the body to the vehicle seat. Then we unanchor everything, because anything with a hinge automatically sticks. Now when I drive, as you can see, the wheels on the side of the car are spinning, but the wheel on the top is not. And the reason for this is Roblox's code is saying, take this vehicle seat that's connected to the body of this car, and find these wheels that are only on the sides, and tell them what to do. But for some reason, Roblox doesn't find this top wheel, and say if I put a wheel on the bottom, and it would not tell a wheel on the top or the bottom to spin. And this will be one of the #1 problems with building a helicopter in Roblox. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make gears, or we're going to have to make a sideways helicopter. So that's what I'm going to do now. I know that was a lot of explaining. But don't worry, we have time. And now, the first thing I'm going to do is build a sideways helicopter. And hopefully that will work. Maybe. Probably not. Gotta leave the vehicle seat. Right. Just follow along. This is about to get, a little bit bad. So, now we build, like, this arm jig thing that sticks off of the car body. And you guys know how to copy stuff. It's Shift-C. And this will become the propeller of our helicopter. Because we're building, as I've said before, a sideways helicopter, essentially. Because the car, for some reason, can only power things that are at its side. I don't know why, but that's the way it works. So then, we put it like this, and we flip our whole entire thing sideways, like this. So now, we will be in it like this, and it should tell that what to do. Hopefully. And next, all we have to do is give it some support, if I don't accidentally remove that. There we go. And we just put a stick here so it doesn't fall over for our test run. Now we weld all this together, and you remember how to weld. It's this little chain tool here, and you hit weld to last. I'm going to make a copy so I don't use the original. You never want to use your prototype. You want to make a copy of it. And then I'm going to weld everything together again and unanchor it. That should be everything. Yep, it fell over. But as you can see, even though it fell over, I'm able to drive the wheel from this position. So this is a good start. So now, all we have to do is put propeller blades on this wheel and make it stay tipped over. And then it should fly straight up, hopefully. So remember that a car seat in Roblox can only drive wheels that are at its sides. No matter which sides. Like, I'm pretty sure if you put wheels on this side, which we'll just call the A side, it will drive them. If you put wheels on the B side, it will drive them. The C side or the D side, it will drive them. But if you try and put it on the V side, which we'll call the top or the bottom, it won't drive them for some reason. I don't know why. And then, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add this propeller. Which should only take a second. All you do is copy parts of the body of the helicopter itself and just thin them out. And just try and make it as big as possible. Main reason is Roblox has all sorts of bugs with size and weight. So the bigger you can make something, the more likely it is to have some sort of strange levitation bug, which is awesome. And actually it started the same way in real life. Sometimes bigger things will float longer, which is weird. So now we have our majiggy. I'm just going to make it heavier on the bottom so it doesn't fall back over towards that direction. And then we'll be ready to make this thing fly, I guess. Just normal. Now you should have something that looks like this. I'm just going to hook everything together so it's not unstable. And then I'm going to go ahead and try flying it for you guys. This is the first time I've ever tried to build something like this, so if it seems like it's not working, that would be why. Okay, sorry. Laughing at myself. Here we go. So just remember always to weld the body to the body. And then weld the wheel to the wheel, just like with the boat. And make sure you got the seat in there. I didn't get the seat in there. Weld the car wheel to these propeller blades, just like when we built a boat. That way your propeller pieces don't just fall into the void. And now we should get some motion. We did last time. Are we having a problem? Did I not unanchor it properly? Something's not unanchored. Yeah, okay. It's just not unanchored. So now this is what I have. Now the problem is you're gonna have is not enough speed, because Roblox is governed by speed. No, there's no air in Roblox, sadly to tell you. So now, what I'm going to do is, because I'm on Whimsical Building, which allows... Is it Whimsical? I always mispronounce it. It allows me to edit the speed this thing can go, so I'm going to tell it to let me go 1,000 speed. And how I'm editing the speed inside this vehicle seat is with the configure tool on Whimsical Building. And I always leave a link to the game I play in the description of my my YouTube thing. And now I'm going to change the torque. I don't really know quite yet what the torque does, but I'm just going to make it like 60. I'm pretty sure it's the acceleration on the thing. I'm not going to change the turn speed. And this is what you should get. You're going to get some weirdness going on. And Roblox might lag out and have some issues. As you can see, we're actually starting to float, which is a good sign. I don't know if we're at our max speed or if the game is just crapping itself. Oh, nope, we're flying. So as you can see, that flying is possible, but the game is crapping itself at the idea of flying. And now we tipped over. So as you can see, making a helicopter in Roblox is totally possible, but I'm just not very good at it. That's all for this video, and hopefully you improve the piece of poop. That's all. That's the best I can describe it as.